Too much noise and too little direction. That's a situation that many business leaders are in today. You find that there's a lot of noise out there, there's a lot of opinions, a lot of ideas. Look into the social media, look into the news. There's constantly, we're being bombarded with so much of ideas. Everyone is talking about what the future is going to be like. We've seen so many experts telling us what the future is going to be like, what's the trend going to be like. And sometimes when you put all this together, it just lands us in some kind of confusion, or I call it stalling, where you can't think of any new ideas anymore. Whatever they are sharing is nothing but just opinions. They are just their personal point of view based on their knowledge, their experience, their expertise, and what they have been seeing. Now, should we accept that as absolute truth? Not necessarily. Our mission is to look at the point of views of all these experts, try to piece it together, and come up with a trend that you see that matches your business. Now, how do I know whether the trend that I'm seeing is correct? What if people do not agree with the trend? It doesn't really matter. That's a trend that you see in your business. You know your business better. So if you found a trend that you thought this is going to be the future, like, or you thought this is going to be the trend of the future, next is find an opportunity out there that matches your hypothesis. For example, you're dealing with certain consumer product, and you, based on whatever research that you have done, you came up with a hypothesis that, the trend is going to be this way. Customers are going to love this kind of feature. Customers are not going to buy this range, they're going to look for a different range. And that could be a hypothesis. Correct, wrong, who cares? Doesn't matter. Our goal is to find an opportunity out there, make those necessary changes in small scale, and look for the customers that would buy our hypothesis. If we found them, then that hypothesis now can become a business principle. But if we don't, then that's an experience. And that experience will add on to the point of view and opinion, and we can always come up with a new hypothesis. That's a good part of it. You can always change your opinion and come up with a new hypothesis, and then find a new opportunity out there. See, what I'm saying today might not go well with business strategy. But what I'm saying here is rooted on something that is more solid than just pure strategy, which is scientific principles. If you look at scientists, how do they turn a hypothesis into a theory, into a law? Now, I'll leave the details to the academics. They'll be able to tell you the process better. But when they come up with the hypothesis, then they find evidences out there that would support that hypothesis. And if they found it, they keep the hypothesis and mature it later to a level of theory, and keep doing that until they can find enough evidence to call it a law. But if they can't find, they change the hypothesis. What we need to do is listen to all this thing, all this information, all these opinions, all this point of view. Don't judge them, just listen and try to come up with a pattern. Do we see a pattern in this? And put that trend to test in smaller scale and see if that works in the smaller scale. If it works, then keep going. You probably found your business principle. Is this the right thing to do? I'm not sure. This is just my opinion and my point of view. You can make your own decision. Have a nice day.